They have won the Stanley Cup!
I think it's tough enough to win one. We've done two, so you might as well go for three, right?
Our time, baby, back to back. That's how we do it.
What do you think of this team?
Unbelievable. Nobody can beat us. Back to back years.
It's so much fun to be a part of. The crowd can have an effect on teams. The emotions get turned up.
And then last year they gave Vezina to somebody else. Number one bullshit. Oh, number one bullshit.
Here it is for you guys. Enjoy.
Welcome to the Thunder.
The long ass Thunder, the awkward camera, the sad show. But still, the Professor Stash is in the house. I'm so hopeful. Anybody else hopeful?
Here's the sound effect of the night. Bulls lose.
If you're talking about the refs.
3-2 in overtime. Thomas Schooley, you are outside Amalie Arena. What's it like?
Not good.
Somber.
Yes. There's no music playing here tonight like we heard the other night where you guys couldn't hear me. It is literally people just walking
There's
out
no
there.
joy in Mudville.
No, people's trying to figure out what the hell just happened. And you see Colorado fans still sticking around here in Thunder Alley a little bit longer than Rays fans,
They should.
Lightning fans, as they are rushing out of Thunder Alley.
What was it like when that final goal was scored? Kadri with the game winner comes back from injury and scores the game winner. The puck got kind of stuck up behind that back kind of crossbar. It seemed like everybody was confused. The players, nobody really knew it was in until
everybody thought it was under Vassy. Everybody thought it was under Vassy for what we were seeing here in the arena, and then all of a sudden, all Colorado's all jumping over the bench and all hugging each other, and we're like, "What the hell just happened?"
Yeah. The stash here. What are you, bird watching over here?
I'm looking at your beautiful wall over here.
Oh, what are you looking? What in particular?
Stanley Cup champions.
We can hear the creak of
2004.
every time he moves in that chair.
It's a creaky chair. You're gonna hear a lot of that creaky chair tonight.
No, it's his son's chair. It's the warning chair.
Well, here's why you're gonna hear a lot of that creaky chair tonight, because the Bolts were looking creaky in that overtime. They looked like they had nothing left in the tank. And I'll be the first one to say it. I think we lose Game 5 in Colorado. We're not going to get out of Colorado with this team playing the way they are. They look tired. They had a lot of injuries today. Cooch is not himself.
Nope. No point.
They were just spent by that overtime. And they talked about it on the broadcast. You know, Colorado's played way less games. And I told Sash, was like, well, what a huge advantage of being in the Western Conference.
Yep.
Like, we had a grind to get here.
Stop it. Because, you know, all I heard for the last 2 days is how the Western Conference is more challenging than the Eastern Conference. Get the fuck out of here.
From who?
Avalanche fans.
What people are you talking to?
Avalanche fans. All day, Avalanche fans. Western Conference is so much more challenging than 100 points from every team in the Eastern Conference that made the playoffs. Nashville had less 91, I think, right at 91. 92, something like that. And it was a race with 2 other teams that weren't as good. Like, I'm going to tell you right now, for the first time, we're going to see the commentary that everyone said before the beginning of the season. The Lightning have played more hockey games than anybody else. The last 2 seasons, we've went deep. The fact that this team got to the Stanley Cup Final again, depleted, injured, tired, like could have been complacent but are not, still putting their best foot forward, but just Colorado is a phenomenal team. They're phenomenal. They're a great team. They're hungry. They're as hungry as the Bolts, and yet 20% more energy. I think that's what's happening right now. That's what we saw tonight in this game. I think the Lightning easily could have won this game. We could talk about the referees, but the Lightning didn't adjust on special teams at all.
I don't think you can really blame the refs because they did start. They just stopped calling
penalties.
Everything.
They called equal penalties.
They did call them pretty even.
Right? 2 each, right? And then they were basically the same penalties called on each team.
And then they swallowed the rest, the whistles for the rest of the game.
But that's what we've seen. We knew that. We knew that was going to happen throughout the series. We know. It just, like I said, I think it comes down to just energy level.
Yeah,
Colorado's had an easy path.
Yep.
And like Stash said, they're a good team. We're not saying they're not a good team. I don't know what... we got some trolls, of course, up on YouTube. Nobody on the show ever said Colorado was a bad team. Did anyone say that ever on the show?
They've been underperforming. They've been choking for the last 2 seasons, while the Lightning have been doing their job. What happened now is that the Lightning did their job the last 2 seasons, played more games than anybody, played tougher competition than anybody. Let's not just talk about this year. We had to play to the Islanders the last 2 seasons that might have been one of the best, most underrated teams in the history of the Eastern Conference. When you really think about what they did and how they were poised to win, and they just run up against a team of destiny, kind of, and our team, right? Like the Islanders team the last 2 years probably should have won a cup, and they didn't. And we are the reason they didn't. And now finally, Colorado should have been here the last 2 years, and we didn't see them, right? And now we finally did, and they haven't had to go. They only had the second round. The last 2 years, second round out.
Yeah. Well, they weren't at the Stanley Cup caliber point that they're at now, and now they're 1 game away. By the way, I'd like to comment, Chris. Appreciate you. Hashtag not over. We are.
We'll be there.
Some tickets for
We'll
Friday.
Be there Friday.
Night,
We're not giving up.
Bar crawl and watch party. Thanks to Downtown Crawlers. So put that in your comments, and we'll be giving that out. And of course, Smack Apparel. We've also got Malectronics and Pucks and Pizza. So, hey, we're looking for good comments. Let me make sure my phone is connected.
I want to shout out real quick though.
We will take out some calls too on the number at the bottom of the screen.
Yeah, bring it in. Let's do it. Let's all come together after this game. It's not over. It's not over. Hashtag not over. And I want to say right now, I mean, there were early things. That first line, we said it. Coming in this game, that line had to score more than 1 goal. They scored 1. 37 seconds, 36, 36 in.
Yeah,
the
right
line
away.
The line, you see it right here.
It was looking good.
Killer influencer. They made some pressure, but then
I'm sorry, who
came
is
back.
he? Who is he?
What's that?
Who's that shirt?
Oh, Killer. I finally put it on today.
Yeah, he showed up on Stash's shirt.
Yeah, but not on the scoreboard. He was close. He was close again.
Close doesn't win championships. You've got to score.
Hey, you know what?
Even
though?
Hedman.
I don't
this
understand
was only Hedman's 3rd goal of the playoffs. 3rd goal for Hedman of the playoffs.
Well, Hedman did step up this game. After he got that penalty, he was a different player.
I'm finally trying to actually run down the game, and you guys are the ones that are stalling me out. When I'm trying to be like,
what has happened on this show?
It's insanity. Because I'm the one trying to break the game down.
Let me say,
now.
All right, hold Thomas. Let Thomas talk, and then you can break down the game. We'll put ourselves on mute.
Smokey Thomas. He's got a Vaseline lens.
Emily is lucky that they banned those little clappers today.
Yeah, they are.
Because they would have been all over the ice after this
you
game.
you guys in there saw the same thing we saw. They were fucking done. Like they were just getting dominated in overtime.
Yeah.
And that's why I say they're tired throughout the game. Like we scored a goal right away. Throughout the game, they just got worse. And they got and here's the stat, right? 35 block shots. So playing defense way too much.
Sure.
And when you're taking 35 shots to the skate like Stamkos did, Chernak didn't come back.
Right.
All these guys are blocking shots, and it wears you down after a while. And like you said, Colorado,
that could be your game for
path.
a certain amount of time, but after a while, it's going to take your guys out. Right? You're going to let them dominate you physically. They're blocking shots. You're blocking shots. They're coming in relentlessly time and time again. We talked about it. For a certain amount of time, the Lightning were comfortable playing in their defensive zone. For a certain amount of time. Then it became apparent that they were tired. That the Avalanche really wore them down. And it worked for them. And they even talked about it on the broadcast that the Lightning were doing the aerial chip out. And that was okay. But then again, all it was a relentless attack from Colorado. There was 0 offensive zone time for the Lightning in the last 10 minutes of the last period and then the rest of overtime, right? Like, think about that. How much offensive zone time, even like the second half of that game, really? When we scored it was 2-1 and they came back and tied it. That was, right? This is a tired team, but that's okay. It's okay. I think this team it's not done. I think this team still has enough.
I mean, they've got an uphill battle. I don't think anyone's come back 3-1, right? In the Stanley Cup Finals?
No, it was a 20. I think
people
three or
have
four
pushed it
teams.
to 7 games, but
3 or 4
nobody's won
teams.
it.
Yeah, there's like three or 4 teams, less than 5. Less than 5 teams.
The problem with our path now is we're not the home team. We've got to win 2 on the road, and
I think that's the problem with this team this season. Honestly, we haven't talked about it a lot, but I think that if we had a healthier team, not Point and Cooch also being hurt, I think maybe we get home ice at least one time. Maybe not against the Avalanche, right? But at least sometime on this path, right? And again, I think that sweep, again, because of the way it happened, it was the opposite of the Western Coast. It hurt us in a way that it probably should have helped us. So, I don't want to be doom and gloom. Like, I know we were there in the Eastern Conference Finals. I still think this team is capable of winning 3 games in a row. But the problem is that they look really tired.
Yeah.
And I just don't know what else to say about that. Like, I don't want to make excuses for my team, but God, they look tired. They look tired. And I'm tired. And that's the honest truth. I'm tired, right? You're tired.
I need a nap.
Schoolie, you're tired. We've been doing this for 3 seasons.
We don't even play.
We don't play the game and we need a nap, right? We need a nap, man. And they do it. They travel. Like our college, like I want to say college, but not really. Like Jay Retcher travels. J.P. Peterson travels. Eric Erlinson, they travel. They do all. Joe Smith travels.
Oh, well, hold on. We got a question for Stash.
Wait.
Stash, I need your opinion.
You're keeping them both.
Who are we taking straight up, Radish or Hagel?
You take them both. You take them
No,
both
he's
because
asking who are you taking? They were part of a trade.
What do you mean? I don't understand the con.
Which
Radish was part of the Hagel trade. Asking
I like.
Who would you want?
I'm sorry. Yeah, Hagel for sure. I love Hagel. I love what Hagel's doing. I was just talking about it tonight. I think the Coop might have missed an opportunity of putting Hagel on that top line. I know he's not a center like Point, as Shooter pointed out to me, but I do think that he has that same motor, that same engine. If you kind of transitioned him to a centerman role, I think he could do it. I really think he has the instincts to play that role when you're losing a Brayden Point. And my biggest problem right now, and you guys know I'm wearing it right now. You see my shirt, and I'm not afraid as much as, which there actually was contrary in that. we didn't talk about this, but we talked tonight. Shooter and I watched the game with our spouses, all 4 of us in the house.
Oof, it was rough.
It was rough. Both wives in the house in the same room, nothing else, just us 2, our wives, and it was great, but it was also it was intense. It was a great time. But we were talking about Hagel. We were talking about other guys on the team. No, I just lost my train of thought. So it's about the wives. I got the wives involved.
Yeah, well, they want to do a cruise.
Oh God,
we heard about that
we talk about that every intermission.
All right, so let me talk then because
we were talking about.
All right, you want Hagel over?
Hagel. No,
Taylor.
I thought Hagel could have been.
You still got Darren,
moved
by the
up
way.
to the top. No, I think Hagel could have moved to that top.
Oh
line.
shit! Somebody's trying to put. Killer has to go. Somebody's not winning a T-shirt tonight.
Actually,
McGregory Gentry.
I was just starring that comment there. It was one of the best.
Actually, that might win you a T-shirt. No. There's 2 hosts that have to vote for it, or you have to get 2 hosts to pick you for the T-shirt or pizza. We got some pucks and pizza. Hey, there's a silver lining to all this. We're not out of it. Hashtag not over. And
damn it,
4 people tonight are winning some shit. So
also, I was gonna say hashtag grateful. But it seemed like that was
it's not over, man. That's why we stuck with hashtag not over.
Yeah. But it seems like everyone in the commentary is like, oh, it's over. So that's what I was like, you know what I mean? Like, well,
that's what it feels
even
like.
Even our co-host here by himself in the smoky confines of not the bush, by the way. Schooling not in the bush. I just want to point that out. Has anybody in the chat? I can't see it because I'm not at home. Anybody in the chat pointed out the fact that Schooley is not in the bush for the second game in a row, right? Was he in the bush for the last game?
Well, I had a different bush.
A semi-bush. The semi-bush. You got, see?
He's no longer the bush hacker. All right. Do we want to break down?
Whose fault is it?
Do you guys want to do a full breakdown?
Yeah,
of the
why
game?
not? Why not? Listen, I thought the Lightning came out really good. Great energy. But again, what was it? The referees kind of called ticky-tacky penalties early, and then they put the whistles away late. And I thought it gave Colorado opportunities in the game they really didn't deserve because they were, Can
I mention something that I mentioned last episode, and that is that the Lightning do not win the special teams game. They have no chance to win the series. 0 for 2 on the power play. They got 2 chances. Colorado got 2 chances. Colorado scored their goal. Now, I will say one thing I know there is some trolls. We see it. We're not going to obviously put it on the screen. But let me tell you something. Colorado had 2 very lucky goals tonight.
Skate to skate.
I mean, sometimes you get lucky, right?
Yeah.
So
they didn't really earn those goals.
Yeah, I mean, they scored them, so they count. They won the game, but 2 kind of lucky goals. The one at the end, I mean, listen, guess what, Vasi? Where was that goal again?
Blocker.
High blocker. If there's anything we know Vasi is going to come back on next season, he's going to be practicing that high blocker wherever he is at off season nonstop, and I guarantee you that's not going to be a problem next season.
I think he needs to hire Ben Bishop for puck possession also. I'm just saying, Ben Bishop retired. Bring the mentor back. Let him teach you how to handle the puck. So I think that's also been an issue in this playoffs. Not just his fundamentals in the net, but his fundamentals outside of the net and in the trapezoid. I think he has also been questionable in the way he handles the puck. So, but yes, we talked about it. Why? And I was saying, why is Killer not, again, talk shit about Killer, but why is he not on the power play in the postseason? That's where he's
can't score.
They took him off the power play before Palat even started scoring. Okay, so don't say that. Coop made that adjustment well in the preseason, or early in the postseason. It wasn't because he wasn't scoring. When Point went out, that's whenever Coop took Killer off the power play. It wasn't about Killer. It was about Point being out. Then he decided that Palat was better, which I disagree because I think Palat is the captain of the second power play. And it just makes your power play weak. You can sit here, Pat Maroon, with your fucking silky hands of amber waves of Midwestern corn, and say corn's terrible, but that guy's been playing the best defensive hockey in the playoffs. That's all it is.
Todd's with you. Todd's with you on the Bishop coming in.
I'm telling you right now, that's the biggest. I
mean, honestly, I think Vasi handles the puck fine.
He's indecisive. He's indecisive.
He's not Bishop.
He's indecisive.
But honestly, Bishop made huge mistakes, and he made one giant mistake that led to a goal in 2015.
Yes,
I mean,
and I agree.
And we always were complaining about Bishop making mistakes, but he did make a lot of good plays.
But those who don't, those who can't, teach, right?
Yeah, okay. Bring him in. I'm on board.
Those who can't teach, so he's gonna learn how not to do things that Bishop did. But then how to be more aggressive. And here's the other thing. I will say right now. In the first period, I said this to Shooter. If it was Mike Smith in the goal, after we scored that early goal in the first 36 seconds, that easily would have been a 3-1 game. Colorado came back and had stellar chances. Even though they only had 2 quote unquote shots on goal, they had multiple stellar chances, and they easily could have been leading that game within 5 minutes. The Bolts came back, and Vasi had incredible moments. The defense had incredible moments, but the fact is they got worn out, right? They got worn out, didn't they?
Killer's just getting his ass handed to him by you guys tonight.
I'll tell you what.
I thought, listen, he didn't score a goal again tonight, but I'll tell you what, he had probably his best game in the playoffs.
They didn't score that first goal without him. I'll say that.
He looked like he was going to score tonight. Like, I thought he was going to score for sure in that first period. He had a lot of great chances.
They don't score that first goal without him, so fuck all of you. I'll say that right now. I love my fans, but fuck you all. They don't score that first goal without Killer, period.
Okay, we heard you. Kucherov and Vasi just stormed out of the arena, didn't stop for any press or anything else. Cooper said that last goal shouldn't account. There's too many men on the ice, but it's not reviewable.
Too many men on the ice. I mean, okay.
Whatever.
How about this? Sergachev needs to make the play.
Too much pressure in the defensive zone. How about that?
I don't think you can make the excuse in overtime. They did not play good in overtime. We were just waiting for them to lose here. Basically, we didn't say that, but we were waiting for them to lose.
I literally said that. I said they were playing not to lose in overtime. Did anybody else say that? Did anybody else say this team was playing not to lose in overtime? Because that's what I said. I believe in this team.
Riley Nash did have a good game.
Okay.
He did play really well tonight.
Oh, yeah. Plus minus. Yeah. There you go.
Is that even true, Tyler Moss?
Whether it is or not,
we're going to fact check you on this. Nobody had a great plus minus tonight.
Yeah. Or really for this team in the playoffs. Like, you can't sit here like... This team has been a platoon team this entire playoffs, and this is really what I was talking about. We were saying this whenever Hedman scored that goal to go up 2-1. We were sitting here talking about, like, you know what? This is why Makar wins the Norris and Hedman doesn't, because he's afraid to score points. He believes that he needs to play defense and let the offense score their points, and then he's just gonna. And then finally he skated with the puck on a stick. And what was that, the first backhand goal, right? Or whatever it was? What was the crazy stat of the season? First time he scored on a backhand goal this year? That's insane to me. That he was so trepidatious to put the puck on his stick and become a game player. That it's his first, he doesn't play physical, but then he's also like, I love Hetty. I'm not shitting on him. That's my dude. I love him.
He's one of the best players tonight.
He right, for sure he was. But at the same time, he could be better if he just wasn't so damn nice. If he wasn't so damn nice, stop being so nice, Hetty. Be mean. Just hate somebody for one game. One game. Just say like, hey, I Swedish hate you. Whatever the word in Swedish for effing is. Use that word.
Can somebody look that up?
I blah, 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 hate you. And do that for one game. Be like, I am better than everyone else on the planet at this sport for one game. And just say, I love you, Captain, but Swedish you. I love you, Kucherov. Swedish you. I love you, Vasily. Swedish you. I'm taking this game over because I am the best hockey player on the planet. That's what I believe that's what I believe Hedman is. Vasilevsky, the best goaltender on the planet. I believe that Hedman is the best hockey player on the planet. He just doesn't believe he has to be. He's a team player. He's not like, oh, I've got to be like the game breaker. He needs to believe he needs to be the game breaker. Vasi has to be the game breaker. Am I wrong? I'm sorry, Teddy. Sorry, yes, no. Teddy has to be the game breaker.
Vasi needs to also.
Well, no,
I thought Hedman was tonight.
It wasn't Vasi's game.
I thought,
but he still is. He's still just scratching the surface, though. I'm saying he could have been even better. He did do it, but he could have not. Like, he should be doing it all the time.
Hold on, I think there's a question I can answer here.
Sorry.
How many crossbars were hit tonight on both sides?
A few.
No, I don't have all of them. There was a lot of crossbars hit.
Few.
Both sides, though. You're right, Lauren. Yeah. Both sides.
But going for
those
the
don't
third
count
period,
though. They don't even count as shots.
Yeah, they don't. I don't understand that. I don't understand that.
Not a goal or a shot.
Yeah, it's a ghost.
From the third period on to overtime, they ended up benching Nash and were double shifting Kucherov. They were double shifting Stamkos.
Kucherov didn't do anything.
I thought that was a miss.
Yeah.
Put that fourth line on more and see. I think Coop is out coaching himself right now.
No, it's just desperation mode right now.
Why not put the most dominant line on the ice? And now it's the fourth line, the freshest line, right? I mean, you sit here and hey, sure, I love Killer, but you're talking about Nash. Nash had some beautiful plays tonight, didn't he? Who's getting nasty from below the net? Nasty from below the goal line.
Not nasty enough. There's Jimmy from far end of the bench. Hey, man, good game. Big win for you guys. You're absolutely right here on the comment. Kemper had a heck of a bounce back game. As good as Vasi. I guess better than Vasi tonight. Which is saying a lot because Vasi still had a good game, a lot of big saves, kept Lightning in it, especially in that overtime. That overtime was almost like it was only Vasi out there for a long period of time. As Ty mentioned earlier in the comments, there wasn't. I don't remember Lightning getting anything set up in overtime, and even in the third period, and the Lightning played the whole game like this, where they would kind of play hard defense, kind of huddle up in their own zone, block the shooting lanes and everything like that. And that's Lightning's game, right? Because they know they're going to get their chances on offense. But throughout the game, it was the offensive chances came less, and Colorado just kind of got stronger.
You get worn out. And that's what it was. This game went to overtime. Normally, the Lightning are great in overtime because they play equal hockey, right? They play
they haven't
good defense.
They haven't this round.
Exactly. Normally they play equal hockey in their zone and the opposing zone. In this game, in this series, they 80% in their own zone. Even if they score goals, even when they win, even the last game when they were winning, it wasn't like they were dominating the offensive zone.
They were cycling though. They were getting pucks deep. It was
and the Lightning were playing stick hockey. And I will say this again. I said this from what did I say, Shooter? Early in period one.
A lot.
Lightning were playing stick hockey. Stick hockey. Not body hockey, stick hockey. You don't win championships with stick hockey, do you? No, you know what you do with stick hockey? You draw penalties. You draw penalties with stick hockey. Guess what? What happened with the penalties in this game?
There wasn't that.
That was it. That was the decider factor, right?
Greg, Cirelli came back in the third period, didn't he?
Chernak was the one that did it.
Yeah, Chernak took a block shot, and
that's
he
what
did not come back.
Another block shot. You can only block somebody's shots until it takes your best players out of the game, right? You can only play defensive hockey so much until it takes a toll on your team and they can't respond late in a game.
The phone lines are open. Number is at the bottom of the scrolling screen. If anyone wants to give their opinion, we will take calls. I mean, we don't have much else to talk about tonight. It's a serious uphill battle.
Bassey and Cooch both left without making any comments, stormed out. Now Cooper exited the presser after making one statement. It's going to be hard for me to speak. I'll speak with you tomorrow. You're going to see what I mean when you see the winning goal. My heart breaks for the players because we're probably still should be playing.
Wow.
Well, then play. Then play in overtime.
Yeah, well,
don't complain about it afterwards.
No, he's talking about the goal. There's nowhere to play after the goal. That's what he's talking about. He's saying the game-winning goal was a missed call by the referees with the too many men. That's what he's saying.
The game sheet.
Like that did not affect the play at all.
No,
it didn't affect the play at all. Like, don't blame the refs, Coop.
Don't blame the refs. Well, and
I don't like that.
Actually shows 6 players on the ice for the Avalanche when the goal was scored.
But we were already beat. That's all behind the play.
Overtime.
It does not matter.
Exactly. Right. Exactly. We were beat the entire overtime. Exactly. I agree with Shooter for sure. Okay. Maybe it's a bad call. Maybe it is. Sure it is. Okay, fine. It is. It's a bad call. I'll say that. It's a bad call. I already seen it. Fine. It's a bad call. You know what's not a bad call? Domination by the other team on our own ice. Boom.
In overtime.
Blake said it. We had, 10 minutes of 2-on-2 hockey? We've dominated this team 5-on-5 throughout the series, right? Sure, they got their power plays, but late in that game, it was 5-on-5 hockey for a long time, wasn't it? And guess what? Guess which team was tired? Guess which team got outplayed? I'm not saying that we can't come back and still win 3 in a row. This team is capable of anything. Truly. This team truly is capable of anything. We've seen it.
Think about it. We've seen them down 2-0. We've seen them down 3-2 this playoffs. The last 2 seasons, we didn't face that much adversity, but we've never really seen them in this spot, right? So that's exactly why the hashtag is #not over yet. We haven't lost yet, but I don't like the reaction from our coach. I don't like the reaction from our players. That's not how I would handle it. Storming out, complaining about the refs. You had plenty of chances to win that game.
Yeah.
Give me a break.
You had opportunities on the power play that you didn't capitalize on. You haven't changed, like I said.
My tweets, Lightning.
Have you adjusted the special teams at all in the series? Have they changed the personnel? Why? Yeah. Look, you again.
Who's not on the power play?
I'm going to say this again. Talk shit about Killer, but he's not on the power play right now. Somehow they put Polana because he was a hot guy, right? Where's Killer? Killer's normally on that power play. He's normally the low guy, the 4th guy. Why is he not scoring? Because he's not comfortable. That's why. He's not getting the minutes he normally gets. You know why it's not happening on the offensive part of the power play? Because they've got the wrong person below the net. That's why. Palat is the number 1 guy in the second power play. He's normally used to being the point guy. He's the guy that's the captain. Why is he the fucking low guy on the first power play? I just think that Coop. I don't know. I'm not, by no means is this a hashtag about Coop. I'm just saying maybe the injuries in this season made him overthink what he needs to do with his roster. That's all. You know what I mean? Maybe he's too afraid to make a change because he doesn't have Braden Point anymore. You know what I mean? I don't know. But I think he should have made some adjustments at this point. I really do.
Yeah, it's tough to point the finger at anyone except for yourself in this type of game. You can blame it on the refs all you want.
Yeah, a 2-1 lead, right? They had a 2-1 lead.
You had the lead. It's just injuries, being tired, having a heck of a ride to get there. Remember the last 2 playoffs. It was easy for the Lightning. It was.
Was it though?
Yes.
We had to go through the.
Were they ever down in a series?
We had to go through the Islanders.
Wait a second. Were they ever down in a series?
No.
They were never down in a series. No. It was an easy ride, and when they got to the Stanley Cup Finals, Dallas was on a run. They were on a streak. They weren't a great team. Have they been back since? No. Montreal, But a joke. We should have swept them. The joke was.
So you're literally telling me right now that the Lightning are just pretenders, and now that we're facing the real Dynasty.
Well, if you let me finish, no. The real Stanley Cup was the Eastern Conference Finals. Last year, it was a completely different format. There was no East-West. The year before, it was East-West, but still kind of a odd format to be everyone in the bubble and everything.
So that's all I'm saying, though. No matter what, we started to get through the Islanders the last 2 years, and it's not the Lightning's fault that the Islanders shit to bed as a franchise this year. Because that team should have easily been able to build on their success of the last 2 seasons, and they just did not know how to capitalize. But that kind of made us look weaker, and now getting to the East, I'm going to say this right now. Again, grateful. I'm grateful because the Avalanche had a fucking cruise control to the Stanley Cup Finals. That's all there is to it. And I'm not saying that that's really an excuse, and I'm not sitting here trying to make excuses for my team. Zero. And listen, you know what? At first we were sitting here, and Brandon McGowan says, let's not forget, no, bullshit. And first of all, not forget trash ice. No, what actually Kadri said, garbage. He said garbage ice. The ice is garbage. And you know what? The more it went on, I think he was right.
Then how'd he score after 4 periods of play? How'd he score with all that garbage ice?
No, that's why it was. That's why it was only in 3.
How'd he lift the puck if the ice was so bad? Did they ask that in the post-game conference?
Listen, I just want to say I do believe. Oh, we got one. We got a caller. We got a live one on the line. Tyler Moss.
Tyler Moss, where are you calling from?
Oh, geez, I'm calling from my house at Apollo Beach. Light it up.
Whoa, over by the power plant.
Oh, my God. Oh, yeah, you know, the smokestack.
You got a fish with 3 eyes? You got a fish with 3 eyes?
Oh, yeah, geez, I got a few dogs with probably 3 eyes.
2 legs, a lamb with 2 heads.
You got a goalie with 2 right blockers?
No, I got a Cal Foot jersey collecting dust in my closet. Please help.
Oh, you get to see the manatees all the time, though, right?
Yeah, I guess if I want to.
They're nice and slow.
Are you also blaming Thomas Scully for this loss since he did not stay in the bathroom? Toilet Thomas.
Or in the bush?
Yeah. Let's
no
blame
bathroom.
Toilet Thomas and bathroom Becky. Where the fuck were you, bathroom Becky? God damn it, Becky.
Oh.
She left the bathroom, didn't she? She left the bathroom.
Tyler, were you in the bathroom, Tyler?
Thomas is going to the bathroom right now.
I'm out mentally right now.
You were in the bathroom puking, weren't you?
What?
Right after the Kadri goal? Yeah, me too.
I'm absolutely mangled at this current moment. Jesus.
Really?
Listen.
No hope. You got no hope, Tyler?
That's not true. I just need some people to show up. I need Cal Foot back in the lineup because an absolute unit. That's the truth.
Over Bogo, I agree.
But he's hurt. He's hurt.
Is that it?
Yeah.
That's it? He's a scratch because he's hurt.
I don't think he's able to play
Cal
right
Foot is not hurt. Cal Foot's our savior. You gotta own that now.
I don't know if Cal Foot's the savior, but at this point they're gonna
they need somebody.
Mix some stuff up. If Cal Foot can play, he's playing in Game 5.
I think you move Nash up.
Braden Point might play on one leg.
Dude, I mean, if Kadri played with one hand and got the winner, right? Because what do you think? I thought Kadri was going to be a joke tonight, right? And he was. He was a joke the entire night until
he scored the game.
Until he wasn't. Until he was a joke until he wasn't, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So what do you think needs to happen in Game 5? Like, what do you think they should do to change things up? Like, do they change the lineup? I mean, they've got to win 3 straight versus Colorado, 2 at home.
Yeah.
Or not our home, but Colorado's
home.
So, okay, my big thing is we got to change up this defensive line. They play no offense. I think it's hurting Killorn badly. I think that's kind of part of it, is the mindset of just playing your own zone.
Yeah.
Okay. Calfoot's got to be back in the lineup. That's huge. Mainly because of his jersey. I need to have some validation for that. And then I actually have one question before I leave your show.
Yeah.
I get it. The Hagel for Radish might be a little absurd, but I would trade the package. I would trade Hagel for the Nick package and Nick for the Hagel package. You know what I'm saying? Like the 2 firsts, the 2 prospects for Nick, Joseph and a third for Hagel.
I mean, listen. I'm probably the only one on this podcast that is. I'm not a Hagel fan. I would say we, for the first time in a while, if you look back, got fleeced on that trade. But I think the Nick Paul trade made up for it. If I could have things my way, and this makes no sense at all, based for one more year at a low hit.
3 years.
I want no. It's one more. It's one after this.
No, it's 2 plus.
It's one after this year.
No, more.
I know what I'm talking about.
There you go.
So you have Hagel for one
plus.
after this year,
1 plus.
but Paul's an unrestricted free agent after the season. I would like to see them trade Hagel and use that money for Paul, which means you would also have to trade somebody else with him.
And how many forwards do you have left after that?
You've got a guy named Alex Killorn who's, that's, according to Lightning fans everywhere, is on the block.
Well, you know who really has no rights after this season.
You only have no rights until
the opposite number of Killorn.
Yeah, but that's the guy that showed up at least tonight and throughout the playoffs.
And last game.
Because the other people on his line, because of the line mates he plays with. It's because line mates he plays with.
Listen, I'm not saying trade Killer, but listen, let's put it out there in the chat. Who would you rather have right now, Killer or Nick Paul next year if you could choose one or the other?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
We're going to make Stash have a fucking heart attack.
No, because wait, because wait, Stash.
That's
wait
ridiculous.
for a minute.
That's apples and oranges, dude.
Because if,
I don't think
it
it
was
is.
any other player that didn't have 0 goals in the playoffs, you wouldn't be like, oh, but the other guys on this line are good. So
You don't know me at all, do you? You don't know the team player I am.
Tyler just hung up, by the way. I forgot Tyler was on for a second.
I'm sorry,
hey,
dude.
Tyler, we appreciate you, man.
Sorry. No, listen. You don't know me very well at all. You don't know me at all. Then if you think that. Because I know that role players are important. And that's what's happened this season. That entire line has become...
Paul is a role player, though.
Yeah, but that guy's benefited from being able to float up and down the lineup and play with different people. Killorn has been 100%, like even more than Cirelli. Like I guarantee, Coop goes and Killorn and says, "Dude, you're gonna have a rough season. You're gonna have a rough go of it because you're gonna have to be the guy that's the anchor of this line, no matter what. Cirelli's gonna be there, maybe not." That line when it's Cirelli, Killorn, and Stamkos, that line is fucking unbeatable. But point is out, and you have to move somebody up, and then you have to have a checking line. And sure, it's been very very nice to have the last 2 years with Gaudreau and Coleman and the guy I don't talk about. Having their little bit of offensive success, but really they were heralded for their defense, right? And now Killorn's playing defense and he's getting shit on just because he hasn't had a couple of goals. That's garbage, dude. They have been playing forechecking game. They have been keeping this team in the game for series after series with point being out.
Yeah, but this is the playoffs. You have to have 4 lines that score goals to win.
He's a negative 4.
Did Colorado have 4 lines score goals?
Yeah, their 4th line scored a goal tonight.
But all 4 lines scored goals? No.
Not every game.
Yes, but we did last game.
I mean that
who scored our goals tonight?
I mean, here's the thing: we can't have Cirelli, Killer, and Hagel be our just checking line to play defense.
They scored their first goal tonight. They set the tone. They scored their first goal.
But that's Cirelli's 3rd goal of the playoffs.
But they set the tone for the game, and the rest of the team did not step up. You can't blame that line whenever they set the tone. When they were on the ice, every time they're on the ice, they set a tone. Did the other lines match it? No. We've seen the 3rd and 4th line be our best lines consistently in this play. Am I wrong? Hey, hold on. Whoa. No. Am I wrong?
I'm not.
The 3rd and 4th lines have been our best lines for this entire playoffs against Colorado. Tell me I'm wrong.
Against Colorado, that fourth line's played well. The third line,
no time.
I don't know. The third line's been not good because Point for the first 2 games.
Right.
I'll give you this. That line's the only ones that were a plus in the column. They were +1. Everybody else was 0 or negative.
Again, it's like the first 2 games, right?
Thomas, do you want to say anything this show?
I don't blame you if you don't.
Corey's got it right here. Yanni would have fixed everything.
Hey, you know what I want to talk about? I know what I want to talk to you about.
I'll tell you what. I would take Yanni right about now on this team. Absolutely.
Ridiculous. You know what I talk about right now with you, Schoolie? How beautiful is Stamkos in the postseason? With his long hair and his beautiful beard?
Better than Killer. Better than Killer.
Stop it. Stop it. He just cut his hair tonight. It was gorgeous.
Thunderbug is better than Killer right now.
Oh my God, I'm gonna fight you next time I see you.
Hey,
you could call Scott and Corey, and it'll be 3-on-1. We'll find out who wins.
Listen, I said Killer hasn't shown up, but he's a good player.
Killer's been playing defense all fucking playoffs.
He had one of his best seasons the last 2 years going
in the regular season.
He just hasn't been here, and we don't know. He could be injured. I think a lot of our guys are injured. I think
we're tired. I think we're tired.
Until Hedman kind of showed up in the second period here, I thought he was injured, but all of a sudden Hedman goes coast to coast. Like
Hedman can't put a fucking hit on anybody in the entire NHL, can he? Is he afraid to sprain
He's
an
always
ankle?
been a pussy. He's always been a pussy.
That's why he doesn't win Norris trophies, right? Always the bridesmaid, never the fucking bride, right?
Well, he's won it.
Once.
All our guys just get one. By the way, shout out to Armature Works for pulling off the NHL awards.
And Keenan Thompson, by the way.
I don't know where they even did that at Armature.
I think it was upstairs, wasn't it?
They have a private room there. So
it's upstairs, right?
No, it was downstairs, but they have a private room.
It's by the bathrooms, right?
Yeah, and they had a courtyard. They had it all. They had their own private
outside
entrance.
in the courtyard. I thought it was inside.
No, but they had that blocked off. It was inside. There's a room there.
There's the comment right there. I mean, there was nothing left.
Gassed.
There was nothing in the tank. We talk about it on our team.
J-Ruff on YouTube means that we were saying it. This team had nothing in OT. This team didn't even have anything in the last 3 minutes when we usually do our magic, right?
Yeah.
Colorado was outmatching us.
You know, this is a good comment from Derek, and I feel like
I agree.
I feel like Cale Makar is a really good player, right? He's better. I think he's better offensively than he is defensively.
He should be a forward,
but he skates the puck like he is the best one on the ice every time he touches it, and you see that from Hedman, but you don't see it like you do from Cale Makar because it almost is like every time he touches it, similar to McKinnon. McKinnon when McKinnon's got the puck, he doesn't watch when McKinnon has the puck.
What?
He's on a different level than anyone else.
How many goals does McKinnon have in this series? What?
He scored tonight.
Yeah.
Finally.
Off his skate.
Yeah. That wasn't a real goal.
It was actually.
I'm just saying it wasn't a skill goal. I'm sorry.
He has one more than Killer.
Hey, oh my God.
Killer could have saved that one single-handedly.
Hey, something I do want to say that was good on this game.
Schoolie. I mean this. I love you.
Stash,
I love
can you hush?
But you're dead.
I'm going to fight you on Friday.
So, congratulations to Sonia Bryson tonight for winning the Community Hero Award.
Listen, I heard about it the other day. I thought it was the last game because I was in a hotel on a staycation. But yes, hell yes.
Congratulations to her.
Your friend.
I was lucky enough to get asked to be up there in the suite with her today. And Titus O'Neill.
Thanks for the shout out. Thanks for hooking up your brothers.
Titus O'Neill,
you know what I mean?
Came up there.
Preach.
Yeah.
Preach.
Mayor Jane Castor was there. So thank you. Congrats.
How many We the Thunders cards did you have?
She did $100,000. She got a $100,000 donation that she gave to the MS Foundation and also to the military. So congratulations to her. She really deserved it.
Yeah, that's awesome. Congrats, Sonia.
That's the best part of our foundation, right? That's the best part of our franchise, of our community. she is our ambassador, right? Thunderbug is our mascot. Sonya is our ambassador. And I love her, and I love that she finally got recognized. And I love that you were there. I'm being my normal self. I'm just being salty about it. Like, I love that you were there by her side. I love that she got honored, and I love that they know that she puts on like 18 layers of lipstick just to sing the national anthem. That's amazing.
Can we use this comment in like a commercial or something?
Yeah.
as like a review.
Duh.
Josh Johnson, y'all are fucking dumb.
Duh.
Yeah.
Yeah. First time watcher, first time commenter.
Oh shit. I mean, what do you want us to say?
What do you want for back-to-back champs going back to the Stanley Cup Finals? Tired AF.
Yeah, sorry for winning too much. Our teams played way more games than anyone else. Like we're talking about like this playoffs. They played a lot of games. Let's talk about the last 3 years and tell me who in the NHL history played more games.
This is how we know we made it. Wait, this is how we know we made it. We got the porn bots going. Hell yeah.
Hey, you know what's funny? It's funny, but at the beginning of the season, all we heard was the Lightning are a tired team. They played more hockey than anybody. How many times have you heard that in the playoffs? Seriously, no. I'm honestly in the chat. I want to know. Remember in the beginning of the season? Oh, the Lightning have played more hockey. They're so tired. Even in December, not even in the beginning of the season. Even in December. Remember we went on a losing streak? And it was like, oh, the Lightning are so tired. They play more hockey than anybody. First of the year, New Year's. The Lightning are so tired. They played more hockey than anybody. Here we are in the final against how many teams in the East? Oh, every team in the East with 100 points or more. First time in NHL history. Finally, the Eastern Conference is rising up and learning from the habits of the Lightning. We're having to play teams that are also similar playing styles that we do, having to adjust now, but now we're tired. I love being in the final again. Maybe. Nothing. I love being in the final again. I'm grateful.
Maybe we don't deserve that.
Oh, we deserve it. We deserve it.
Let's wrap this up.
Why, you want to go home?
I got to be at work at 5 a.m.
Under the
fuck your job, Schoolie. This is your job now.
We count down to don't forget we count down 2004. We'll never let you forget that. Something to jet down there.
All right. Yeah, let's do the giveaway and final thoughts, and let's give away some stuff here. You guys, Schoolie, if you can look at the chat here for some giveaways. Let's go ahead and do our bar crawl, and also this includes a ticket to the watch party. For game Friday 5, night. You want to go to the watch party? Yeah. We will be downtown for sure. Yep. Probably broadcasting from the District Tavern. So if you do go to the game or you're in the area, hey, you can come watch the game with us at District Tavern. We're probably not going to go to the watch party. We'll probably watch it there and do the show afterwards. So if you do win, come say hi to us before or after the game. So let's go ahead and share.
By the way, you guys see Shooter has this whiteboard, electronic board. We're working on technology. Well, this camera is not really in, but like, yeah, we're working on the future. We're gonna do breakdowns. We're working on innovating next year. Oh, no more appropriate person to win tonight.
Absolutely. She is gonna use all of those shots on her wristband on Friday night.
Yep.
So if you're still watching, message us. If not, we'll don't worry, we will track you down. All right, so we've also got some other stuff to give out. You got any good comments there, Schoolie?
I like this one.
All right, Tyler Moss. There you go. Stash out here backing up Killer like he's getting a cut of that 4.45 of wasted smiley faces. With sunglasses.
I know which side my bread is buttered on. All right. I've watched this team since 2015. If you saw my post earlier on Thunderbolts, after we lost to Chicago. I knew this core of this team was going to get it done. Are they tired right now? Sure. You want to sit on a guy? Fine, Killer's an easy target. But as a team, they're all tired right now. Why are you shitting on the third line guy whenever the top line guy ain't getting it done? Where was Kucherov? Where was Stammer tonight? Where was Palat tonight, who was supposed to be the savior of the playoffs? You know what I'm saying? Like, they came out, Killer may not have scored that goal, but at least his line got the first goal within 37 seconds to set the standard. The rest of the team came out flat after that. So you want to say here, Tyler, that's fine. I love you calling in. I love you guys. Have your own opinions. I'm all about it. But I'm going to tell you right now, I'm a Killer influencer, and that guy is the backbone of our team.
Tyler, message us, and we'll get you the electronic speaker.
There you go. All right,
Boom.
cool, Tyler. There you go. That should make you feel a little better.
Love it.
After a tough
you
loss.
can call in next time.
Hey, fun fact tonight about actually let's put this to the chat. Who wants to win a Smack Apparel shirt? Get your little dogs ready, and by dogs I mean your
little
fingers. How do you get that off the screen there, Schoolie?
I'm trying to figure it out. I can't.
I forgot how to do it.
This is what happens when I'm not at home.
Actually,
See?
it does not matter. Let's do this. First one in the chat that gives us the name of the forward that had the most ice time tonight.
For the Lightning.
First one in the chat, Smack Apparel shirt. We are basically running out of shirts at Smack Apparel. I say they are running out of shirts because of us.
They support our show so much that we have given away all of their stock.
Basically, yes. But it's okay because a lot of it.
we have fans. We do it for you.
I see no one yet. I see a Nash. I said defense, Scott. Come on. Sandra, defense.
You didn't say defense.
I know. I'm putting the wrong ones up. Nobody's got it yet. Listen, we've talked about them all night.
There we go.
Gotta take it. Boom.
Orozco.
There it is.
You know,
that's
it was hard for
there
him.
she is. My favorite.
Orozco.
My new
with
favorite fan. My new favorite fan, Michelle Orozco.
All right, so hit us up and we'll send that out to you. Can I do the last one or you got another one, Schoolie?
No, go ahead.
Matt.
Yeah,
I agree. Get yourself some pizza, Matt.
I agree. Go get a puck pizza.
Damn it,
Patrick Becky. Because by the way, I'm Concourse Phil, but it doesn't rhyme. It's not alliteration, okay? It doesn't make sense.
No, it's got to rhyme.
Yeah, it doesn't. But
Stash,
you know what?
Stash is upset that Becky gets media coverage and we don't, even though we've done the show and they have not lost the Stanley Cup matchup since. But hey, that might change soon.
Hey, you know what? Titus O'Neill believes.
Hey, Titus O'Neill said 3-2 was going to be the score of tonight.
And it was. It's wrong.
Absolutely right.
They're recording a new video tomorrow in case they come back for Game 6. For him.
Well, I'll tell you what. I would not be surprised if they somehow pull it off.
It's gonna be a 7-game series.
Listen, you don't. I will never count out this team. I feel like it's over. I feel like we're gonna lose going back to Colorado. But am I putting money on it?
Never.
You bet your ass I'm not putting $1 on it. Because I will never count out this team.
Could you?
And
how could you?
You know what? I would not be surprised if they won Game 5 at all. But guess what? You still got to win 3 in a row
after that. Yeah.
And Colorado's a good team. I think all the trolls left after they realized that we're not shitting on Colorado. They are playing a heck of a series and a heck of a playoffs, and they've had a heck of a season, and they're due for this.
Yeah. They should have been the best team in the West the last couple seasons. When they shit the bed in the second round. And you know what? We know what that's like. I shared a post this very day from 2015 when we lost to Chicago. When I kind of ordained them as a dynasty only in the salary cap era because I didn't think that a salary cap era team could win back-to-back cups. I thought 3 and 5 years was the modern definition of a dynasty, right? However,
3 out of 4.
7 years later, this team comes back and wins back-to-back, and is now in 3 consecutive Stanley Cup Final matchups. And we're not going anywhere. We're not going anywhere. Sure, I don't think we're out. I think we can still beat this team. I really do. I really do. I'm not being just a fanboy. I do believe if the Lightning played their very best hockey for 3 games straight, they can win. The only problem is I don't think they have enough energy to play their best hockey for 3
on
games
the road
straight.
in
Against
even just the next game would be a crazy.
That's gonna be Pikes Peak that I have personally climbed and driven, and all those things. Red Rocks, Garden of the Gods. I've been there. I know what it's like.
So the extra person on the ice that got on it was Kadri.
Yeah, I know. And
Kadri jumped on the ice too early.
Yep, and that's exactly what it was. He jumped on the ice too early, and he got the fucking goal. And there it is. But it is what it is, though. They were outplayed. They were outplayed.
I don't. I mean,
were they outplayed?
Listen, who out there? Who was not like for like maybe not the whole overtime, but like the last 5 minutes of when they were playing overtime, who was not just preparing for a loss?
It could have been 5 on 10.
Was I watching a different game from everyone else?
It could have been 5 on 10.
It was over.
It could have been 5 on 10, and I would have been like, "Oh, Lightning going to lose." Right? Am I wrong?
And you know
Tell
what?
me. Hey, I'm not being a pisser. I'm just saying it. We saw it. If you know hockey and you're on your heels for a certain time in the game, it's okay. You can respond. And I said it earlier in the show. If you were on your heels for 20 minutes straight, bye-bye, baby.
Yeah,
We saw it.
To be honest with you, the entire overtime, it felt like Colorado had too many men on the ice.
It didn't feel like it.
More men than the Lightning did. So, I mean, you're not going to win games
gas.
like that.
They had the
All
gas.
Right. Final statements here from anyone in the chat or Thomas Schooley. Let's start with you.
Let's get out of here. There's some critters running around here.
Critters?
Yeah, I've seen a rat or a mouse, and I've seen a couple of cockroaches. So look, that's why I jumped up earlier, because it was coming after me.
You've seen some boobies too, so go.
So I think we go to Colorado, win the next one, come home, play game 6.
Yep. All right.
Stash, that's also your prediction.
I don't have much else to say. I think I already saw it. I came to your house out of my element. We had the wipes. We did the Twitter thing on intermissions. The Lightning had the opportunity. They were up 2-1. They should have won this game. And then I feel like they got a little bit complacent, and I feel like they have an opportunity to go out to Colorado in a 1-game opportunity to win with no altitude sickness. Like, they can go one and done. I do feel like they can go play their game there. So I do believe we're going to see game 6 back here.
All right. Listen, 7-game series. The better team usually wins.
Someday.
We're down 3-1.
Yeah, but then that's
you wanna win your 3rd straight Stanley Cup. You're gonna have to make history. So like I said, I'm not giving up on this team, but it seems like they're out of gas. Doesn't seem like they have much left in the tank. And Stash just spilled his beer. Yes, you dropped it. You dropped it.
All right, play us out. Play us out.
This has been We the Thunder. Don't drop the ball like Killer and Stash and be the Thunder. We'll see you Friday night. It's not over yet. Game 5. Let's go.
We'll be back on Friday. Downtown.
That's it?
That's it.
That's it? That's it?
Max Headroom.
That's it?
Why, hello.
Yeah, now it's time to get home and be in at 5 a.m.
Carried 70 the whole time.
Yep.
60.
All right, Schoolie, man.
Got some guy over here looking like he's a fucking.
Show him.
You more assholes? Seriously?
Bring us over there. Bring us over there.
Show that motherfucker what's up.
He looks like he's
Oh, fight
honest,
him.
and he's over here kicking the boxes of food to see if there's any food in them.
Oh, he's hungry. That's
Yeah.
fine. Pay him. Give him some food.
Fuck you.
Fuck you, man. It's $7. Give him some food.
Yeah. You can get a $7 by getting a fucking job. They're everywhere.
You Walmart son of a bitch, you. Just kidding. Hey, I love you, man. I think.